Lisa Thompson is Ontario's education minister, and she joins us from Toronto. Minister, you say no teachers are going to lose their job under these changes, but you're going to be increasing class sizes in high schools. So do you plan to eliminate teaching positions through attrition?
Well, actually, again, just to revisit what our plan actually involves, is that we confirmed today that there will be no involuntary job losses for teachers. In kindergarten to grade 3, we are holding the line. There are no changes when it comes to class sizes. From grades 4 to 8, we're increasing class sizes by just one student per classroom. And then when you take a look at our more mature high school students, we've come to realize in speaking to other provinces that Ontario over the last number of years has had an incredibly low teacher to pupil ratio. And so to better align ourselves with other jurisdictions, we saw there was an opportunity to increase class sizes, all the while preparing our high school students for post-secondary education in terms of larger class sizes, and also the real world in employment.
Minister, you said involuntary job losses. There'll be no involuntary job losses. So do you plan to reduce the number of teaching positions in Ontario through attrition?
Yes, we're currently working through that right now with our school boards, and it's too early to say exactly what that will look like on a board-to-board basis, but I can tell you this, we are absolutely committed to making sure that when it comes to teaching math, sciences, technology, skilled trades, those positions will always be filled.
The new Ontario government has made it absolutely no secret that you are focused on trying to make sure the budget is balanced. But how much money is the government going to be saving by increasing those high school class sizes?
Do you know what? Our number one priority is making sure we get the learning environment right for our students, all the while respecting the position of our parents.
But is there a financial? You've said you will be looking for budget savings or looking for savings wherever you can. Is there a specific amount of money that you are going to save by putting these kids in these bigger classes in high schools?
Well, the reality is we'll be working with our school boards. As I said earlier, Katie, it's too early to tell right now, and we'll be working with our school boards to identify other ways that we could possibly reduce spending, and also we'll be working with them to assess what the retirement pattern is. And again, our number one priority, though, is making sure that we have the best learning environment, not only for our students, but for our teachers as well across Ontario.
You outlined some aspects of the new sex education curriculum, and you're going to be keeping everything that's in there, as you said today at your news conference, from the previous plan, but you're going to be introducing some of the concepts, including gender identity, at a later age. Are you expecting any blowback from the Conservative advocates who really wanted this eliminated altogether?
Do you know, I actually, before I go into that, I want to just remind everyone that we have just finished up the largest consultation in Ontario education history. 72,000 parents, teachers, students, employers, grandparents, and organizations participated in a very robust consultation, and we heard their message loud and clear. They wanted to make sure that we had a health and physical education curriculum that reflects today's priorities and the realities our students live in. And one thing I'm very, very proud of is that we, at the direction of the people who participated in this consultation, we are moving forward to make sure that students have curriculum that adds to their safety.
So are you expecting
and social?
Are you not expecting any blowback then from people like Tanya Allen-Granick and others who really were publicly advocating for the government to do this and had been a vocal part of the Conservative Party?
Again, during this consultation, I wanted to treat everyone equally. And again, where we've landed is reflective of where the consultation led us. And that is parents want a robust health and physical education curriculum that reflects the realities of today. And so what we've done is definitely, in listening to our stakeholders, made sure that when it comes to health and physical education curriculum, it is indeed, number one, age appropriate for our students and our children. And again, it is reflective of today's realities.
So why is the gender identity education element of this program, why are you going to allow parents to opt their children out of those programs? At the news conference today, you originally said it was mandatory in the back half of grade 8. However, we've been told that that is actually not the case, and it is one of those opt-out subjects. Why?
Well, again, we're working through a process with our experts and with our educators to make sure that we get it right. And when it comes to opting out, as I said, we're working through a process right now. As the curriculum is defined, we're looking to offer in the second half of grade 8, which is typically when this particular component of health education is taught, we're looking at making sure that our students are comfortable with their classmates, they're more mature, they're looking to move into grade 9 where it's addressed in grade 9 curriculum as well. And we feel that we're getting it right because we've listened to parents across Ontario.
So there are children in Ontario elementary schools that are transgender. Would it not help those kids to introduce education around what it means to be transgender, or even maybe reduce or eliminate bullying around for these transgender kids if you introduced education and understanding a little bit earlier?
I actually think that the manner in which we're introducing that concept of physical, emotional, and social safety is going to be very robust.
But what about the kids there? Because I just, not to interrupt you,
okay.
But there are kids who are transgender in elementary school. There's no specific age range here as to when a child or a person or an individual may identify themselves as transgender, and there are children in Ontario schools right now who are transgender. So what do you think it says to them when the education about what that means and who help maybe their classmates understand who they are, it's coming in a little bit later? Would it not be helpful to maybe bring it in a little bit earlier?
Well, actually, what we're bringing in, and I think this is where you'll find we're capturing this opportunity to make sure people are comfortable in their classrooms, is the whole concept of respect. We're going to ensure through our health and physical education curriculum through every grade that every student actually develops respect for themselves, their classmates, and we'll take it as far as respect for the use of technology and social media as well. And so that whole concept of bullying, it doesn't matter who you are or who you love, you just shouldn't be bullying. And we're going to be addressing that in a very robust manner, as I've mentioned.
Minister Thompson, thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you very much.